Hey Tammy, did you know that HGI has new vision, mission, and values?
Hey Troy, I do have a pretty new poster in my office, and I heard Dave talk at the virtual town hall we had, but I'm still a little confused about why they had to change.
Well, the heart of what we do here at Horizon Goodwill is helping people is the same, but how we do it has expanded so much in the past few years. We want people to have a better understanding of our services and a snapshot. So let's hear what Dave has to say about it.
Just a quick sort of summary about, again, why we went through this process. But one of the things that often came up, I think, with our current one, when you look, for instance, at what everybody knows to be our current mission of removing barriers and creating opportunities, there's always this question of why. Like, what does that actually mean? What barriers are we removing? What opportunities are we creating? What is the end goal by which we think that's actually what we are doing here? We've also recognized, particularly in our people and culture internally, and then in our mission and human services programs externally, that we've really shifted to making sure that we're placing people at the center of the things that we do, the programs that we deliver, the services we offer, and respecting that those people have their own needs, desires, wants, barriers, experiences, and that we need to acknowledge, listen, understand, and respect those in terms of how we determine how we can help.
That makes sense. So let's share these new and reviewed ideas with everyone.
Well, first is our vision. Empowered people, sustainable communities.
Sustainable. Isn't that like about the environment? And what kind of power are we giving to people?
Well, sustainable means that something lasts for a long time or keeps going. We empower people by helping them learn how to get the resources they need to improve their way of life, whether that's by getting the best job possible, or increasing their education, or learning how to maintain a bank account, or even being able to get into and keep their own living spaces. As people's quality of life improves, so does the community. And, of course, we help the environment through our different recycling programs and by trying to get the most use out of each donation we receive.
I like that. That sounds like what Goodwill's founder, Reverend Edgar Helms, said about giving people a hand up, not a handout. What about our mission? It says removing barriers to social mobility. What does social mobility mean? Is that like getting richer and fancier friends? Moving up the ladder?
Well, it could, but that's not necessarily the goal. Social mobility means that a person is experiencing positive changes in whatever area of life they feel is necessary, whether it's economic stability, education, employment, health, housing security, or social capital.
Social capital?
Basically, building relationships in the community which help that community function at its best. For example, if Horizon Goodwill helps someone get a job with a livable wage, that person is going to be able to spend money at the grocery store. The store is going to benefit from that person's purchases, and in turn, that store may donate leftover baked goods to a local shelter. The workers at the shelter refer more people back to HGI to get good jobs, and the cycle continues. It kind of goes back to a sustainable community, and it also ties into something that we've created, the HGI's purpose.
And what is our purpose again?
It's meeting people where they are and helping them get where they want to be.
Quite simply put, our purpose is to meet people where they are and help them get where they want to be. And that acknowledges within the social mobility and within all these things, what any one of you may decide or may identify as a need for yourself is not what probably anybody else is going to need. and that rule applies to anybody who we serve externally. And so it is not appropriate in our worldview of program services to tell people that they have to do something because we think it's the right thing for them to do.
I really like that. I mean, we're all different. I might already have a job, but need help finding a decent place where I can afford to live. Someone else might really need help getting good health care. That's why we have the Health Hub in Hagerstown. It's great to have programs and employees that really listen to what each person or family needs instead of just telling people to follow the same path. Everyone has their own idea of what success means.
That's right. And that leads us to our final thing, our values. Those are human-centered, optimistic, perseverant, and engaged.
And then finally, we have changed our values. And so now we embody hope through 4 key things. Again, we're human-centered, focusing everything that we do on respect and understanding the uniqueness of every individual. We're optimistic. We believe that tomorrow will be better than today. We're perseverant, which means that when we're faced with challenges, we keep working at it. We don't give up just because something's difficult. And we are remaining engaged by staying actively involved and invested in our work, no matter what that work may be.
Hey, if we put all those together with the first letters of each word, it spells hope. That's pretty cool.
That's right, Tammy. And in fact, that is what we want the goal of every employee at Horizon Goodwill Industries to be. The embodiment of hope for themselves, their families, for our company, and for our communities.
That's so awesome. Thanks, Troy, for helping me work that out. I've got to go get busy memorizing and living out these characteristics and helping others to do the same.
Me too. And you know what? We'll see you in 2 weeks.